Good Wednesday evening, Southeast Texas. Some pretty decent rains fell across the area this afternoon, particularly up into Kuntz, southern Jasper County, and also north of Pine Forest. We're hopeful that we have a much better forecast as we go on into Friday night. In fact, looking at Friday night football, our forecast, or at least our outlook at this point, partly sunny, we'll give it a 30% probability. Light south winds and temperatures in the low to mid 80s. That's the way it's looking at this point. As far as the forecast goes. Tomorrow's a difficult forecast because of a stalling front. I'll explain more in just a second, but we think that rain chances may go down a bit coming up Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but still remain elevated. Then as we head towards the first half of next week, we get a surge of tropical moisture, a stalling front, so that ought to enhance rainfall once again across southeast Texas. Otherwise, there's the rainfall that you saw. Let me go back to that. And the rainfall that we saw up this early afternoon between Buna, Kuntz, Silsbee, and near Pine Forest, anywhere between 2 and 5+ inches falling this afternoon. And in the upper levels, first off, let me back up. This is a stalled front across our area. This is what we call surface, okay? Now we're going to go up in the atmosphere. You can see the rotation in the upper levels. See those clouds? See how they're going this way? And then clouds are kind of doing that. So that is upper level low pressure. That, copious amounts of moisture in this stalled front ought to keep us in the wet department here the next few days across the area. Again, there's that upper level low pressure area, lots of green, so there's lots of moisture. Notice on your map right there. Lots of moisture over the area. This low is expected to weaken as we head towards, say, Friday, maybe towards Saturday. So rain chances should come down, we think. In the tropics, nothing on the front page right now as far as the Gulf of Mexico. We're in pretty good shape there. Tropical wave about 300 miles to the east of the Windward Islands, and another wave coming off the west coast of Africa have a low probability of development at this point. Looks like about a 20% chance. We got several days to watch this. And again, some of the models, we don't trust them right now because it's just too far out. And they're going to show you different things if you're looking just too early because they don't know exactly where this wave is. So they're going to be flip-flopping all over the place. So I would not worry at this point. It's just too early. Otherwise, as we take it on home, tomorrow's forecast will greatly depend on where this stalled front goes. Does it go to I-10? Does it go in the Gulf of Mexico? Or does it stay north of the lakes area? Right now, we're going to go with it stalling close to I-10. So that could push our 60% coverage out in the Gulf of Mexico. So we may not see as much of that 60% coverage coming up tomorrow over the triangle. Certainly a lot lower chances up in the lakes area. We're pretty confident you're not going to see much tomorrow in the lakes area. Again, it's a dicey forecast as far as rain chances in the triangle. We may only see a 30 to 40% coverage, but because of the uncertainty of that frontal placement, we will go with about a 50%, maybe 60% coverage for tomorrow. Again, probably have to fine-tune that forecast. Otherwise, slightly choppy seas on the Gulf of Mexico tomorrow around 2 feet, looking at southwest winds at 5 to 10 knots, one high tide. Tomorrow at Sabine Pass at 5:14 a.m., water temperature 85. About a 20 to 30% coverage overnight for southeast Texas. Variable winds, lows in the low to mid 70s. Then tomorrow, at this point, we are confident that we're going to see much lower rain chances up in the lakes area. Again, very questionable as far as the forecast in the triangle. Could be lower if that front pushes all the way to the coastline. Highs mid to upper 80s. Extended forecast after tomorrow, rain chances go down a bit Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And instead of having the chances all day, we'll have them more towards the afternoon and evening hours. High temperatures working upwards into the upper 80s. Then we get a surge of moisture in off the Gulf of Mexico, and a stalling front across the area will enhance rain chances to a 60, maybe 70% coverage. Then as we head towards the back half of next week, head towards the first weekend of September, looking at lower chances at about a 40% coverage and highs close to 90. Download our app, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and as always, there's more weather at 12newsnow.com.